Now, last thing I want to ask is, what is one thing that we don't know about Merle Black? That you can say on camera.
He's pretty open about a lot of stuff. Do you have one question for him while I think about it?
Do I have another to ask him? Absolutely.
Okay, I'll think about it.
You can think about that. I'm going to ask you another
I
question.
admire openness, by the way. I do.
Oh, I think it's
okay.
very evident.
Okay.
Now, while she's thinking about that, here's another hypothetical. If you had to be trapped in one building, one structure for the rest of your life, you couldn't get out, what building would you choose to be trapped in?
Well, either the Duomo in Florence or Bilbao in Spain, Geary's building, or I guess the Libeskind building there in Berlin, the Jewish extension.
What about a structure that doesn't exist? Remember the
the Barnum Museum.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes, the Barnum Museum.
Take the Barnum Museum.
Oh, absolutely, Barnum Museum. No doubt about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I came up with my answer, and one thing that you probably don't know about my dad is that if you ever, he's always very sincere and very honest. So if you ever think that he might be lying or making fun of you, no, that's my dad being sincere. So I think that's a good thing.
It's a good thing to differentiate, yeah.
Yeah, just face it.
Back
And I
towards
get that
Catherine.
from my father, I think, yeah.
Back towards Catherine, what's one thing that won't embarrass her too much?
Please don't embarrass me.
Well, you can embarrass her a little bit. That we don't know about Catherine.
Well, you know, I think it's generally understood
You say
that
careful?
Yeah.
I think it's generally understood that talk about a good person, it's Catherine, and someone who is going to be compassionate, understanding is Catherine. I think what people don't readily know is that she has quite an edge to her, and at home, you know, I can run afoul of her pretty easily, and it's interesting because I think that what people don't realize about her is how formidable she is. She's ferocious.
Oh, I can imagine.
She's ferocious.
Do you have a short temper?
No, it's not a short temper. It's just she's an incredibly determined person, and she has very, very high expectations for herself, and probably for other people as well. You know, I frequently don't measure up. Okay.
Well, that's a good thing to say. I think you've won her over. Now, I think that's right, and what I said at the beginning of the interview, you know, about this relationship, I think one of the reasons, what I mean by that is, you'd be hard pressed to find two better people as a whole than the two people sitting right here. So we were really glad that you both came to interview. The last time we asked two people, it was Pat Dunn and Mr. Dunn, and Mr. Dunn.
He refused.
Let's use a euphemism. He couldn't do it. He had other plans. Maybe with your special relationship with him, we can get him here one day to sit down for an interview.
I doubt it. I
No,
mean, again,
you?
that's something I like about him, and I like about people, is that they stick to their guns. If he does not appreciate, he's a closed, he would like to be a closed book, but we know he's not. But he likes to think of himself as a closed book.
Has he ever cried before?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes, many times.
Have you ever seen it?
Have you ever seen it?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wow.
He's Irish. Yeah, he cries. Yes.
He's Irish.
Yes. He
I didn't know
cries.
the Irish were known for crying.
Well, he cries. I've seen him many times.
Well,
Several times.
It's been a lot of fun interviewing you guys. It's as fun as always just talking to you in the hall. So thank you for coming to interview. That was the second Scroll interview of the week. You can get all the Scroll interviews and content at www.scrollonline.net. Thank you. All right.
Okay, this is a postscript. And I just wanted, we were talking about Mr. Dunn, and he's been asked to do one of these interviews and has refused. And my sense of things is that this newspaper is for the kids. and it's for the school. And you know, I probably made a complete fool out of myself in this last 20, 25 minutes, and I'm willing to do it for the kids. And so I challenge Mr. Dunn to come on here and do an interview. I think that it's a matter of doing it for the kids and to demonstrate that he's got as much guts as Merle Black does. He ought to come on here and do an interview. The school needs to hear from Mr. Dunn. The school needs to hear from him.